Welcome to the show where we talk all things weightlifting. I'm your host, Seb Ostrovich, aka the voice of the people, and this is the Weightlifting House podcast. Hello and welcome back to an extra fun episode of the Weightlifting House podcast with your host, Seb Ostrovich, the voice of the people, joined of course by the people's head of product. It's Nick Grew. And on today's episode, Nick is going to join me for his first ever episode of Hot Takes.
Hot Takes.
Which I used to do a lot of with the one and only Joshua Gibson, the lovely people scientist himself, who I'm still in basically daily communications with. I talk to Josh more than almost anyone in the world, but we just don't.
Long voice notes, right?
We voice note, yeah. We leave each other, if it's less than 8 minutes, if it's shorter than an 8-minute voice note, I feel like I've been hard done by. We'll regularly send 15, sometimes up to 20 minutes. We basically podcast in slow versions. We could actually upload these as like you hear 50 minutes from me, then 15 from him. And we could just do like a week and it'll be like 2 hours of podcast between the two of us. And the diehard OG podcast fans can listen to them. But basically the way this works is I asked all of you on my personal Instagram, which you can go follow, Seb Ostrovich. It's in the description, to send in your hot takes on weightlifting. And for those of you who don't know, a hot take I would describe as something that is widely disagreed by, it's disagreed on by the majority.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You're in the minority with your perspective.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not even something, it's not even that, because I would say most people prefer I don't know, maybe if you said what's better, snatch or clean and jerk, maybe you're going to get 55% of people say one. That's not a hot take.
It needs to be swayable a lot more than that, right?
And it's got to cause emotion.
Okay.
I think it's got to, if it doesn't piss off the majority, it's not a true hot take.
Okay.
So I'm sure that we're going to have, as Josh and I used to call them, some tepid takes in here.
Yeah.
But we'll take them as they come.
How do you know it's going to be? I mean, you don't know it's going to be a hot take until you say it, though, right?
I think it's one of those ones where
you know inside.
You're 4 drinks deep at the weightlifting function and you know you're about to say something that you shouldn't say. That's when you know it's a hot take.
Okay.
So if you've ever been in that situation. All right, should we just kick off then? Before we start, I have one small favour to ask, and no, it's not to rate the podcast, though that genuinely does help. It's to tell your teammates, your fellow weightlifters, about the podcast. That way you can actually have some decent chats with them during training because they're going to know as much as you. Or maybe perhaps you actually don't want them to know. You want to be the only one with the good info. I don't know. But no, please do tell your teammates, and of course do make sure to give the podcast a quick 5-star rating if you have a spare second. On to the show.
Do you want to pick someone's or go?
Yeah, I'll go with, we got a one sent in by our friend over at Dozer.
Okay.
Dylan Cooper. So Dylan, aka Dozer Weightlifting, said a 500 kilo total will never happen. Now that would actually.
Is that a hot take?
Yeah, it's a take. It's a tepid take.
Yeah,
because I think a lot of people would be in with a complete agreement, but it's definitely one that's emotive.
Yeah.
More than.
Is it emotive because the 500 was linked with Lasher and it's accepting that Lasher's not coming back to take it?
That's part of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's partly that, and then it's partly this. It's partly saying we're never going to see anyone better than Lasher.
Yeah.
And it's also saying.
Although, I mean, we could see someone better than Lasher in the clean and jerk, though, right?
Yeah. The snatch just
that's
doesn't
a grasp
feel possible.
onto.
Yeah, 268 feels like that's more in reach than 226.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I will. I mean, Dylan says it will never happen. I never like to say never because.
Never say never.
You know, how long do sports last? It's hard to know.
How many records are there that have lasted in other sports for, hundreds of years?
The one that comes to hundreds, yeah. I mean, one of the longest records that comes to mind, women's 100 meters. I think that was
Flojo, right?
Yeah, was that 88? Yeah, it was Seoul, I think.
80s, yeah.
So that's 37 years. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, there are some historic weightlifting records that haven't been broken.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, if you look at those, you could very easily say they will never be broken.
Yeah.
195 at 90 in the snatch, that will never be done. So I'd be tempted to say, Dylan, I agree with you on that, on your tepid take.
Yeah.
You going to agree?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to agree because I want somebody to beat them. I just think it's less likely. Okay. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wait, which way should I start? We'll start from here. Okay. And I'm going to keep these names anonymous.
Oh god, that says a lot. Okay.
I just so people feel over time more confident they can put in some really spicy sizzlers. So, James Owens. No, I'm joking. Just made that name up. This one comes in. It says, Chris Murray at 79 kilos is an elite level lifter. Brackets uninjured.
Okay.
So Chris Murray at 79 kilos in body weight, British weightlifter, would be an elite level lifter if he was uninjured because he gets injured a lot.
An elite. So I would define an elite of the elite as maybe like a top 10.
I'd say your A session.
I was going to say top 10 at Worlds in a Olympic category, not a non-Olympic category.
Agreed.
Should we go with that?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
And I think 79 will be Olympic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a top 10.
I mean, it's tough because it's probably going to be the most competitive one as well.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the best, the heaviest snatches we're going to see are going to be mid to high 160s.
Yeah.
To get top 10, you might have to snatch 153 to 154.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have to clean and jerk
90.
Yeah, I was going to say
90s.
like 88 or something.
Yeah.
187, 188.
I mean, what has Chris has done? Like, he
snatched 149
at Europeans as an 81.
As an 81. Call him a 79.
Yeah.
Did he clean 190?
Yeah, and then
off blocks or from the floor, but he did that the other day. He's jerked 200.
Yeah. When he was attempting to qualify for Paris as a 73, he was attempting sort of low 80s, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
I'm not sure what his best clean jerk as a 81 is at national level, not internationals.
No. National level, maybe 78, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
so is he going to hit mid 50s, mid high 80s?
High 80s. Probably. I mean, he would have to improve significantly to do that. But he is improving a lot when he's not injured. But also, our definition of elite
is probably different to someone else's.
Yeah, I mean, if you put Chris at Europeans and he's not hurt and he does 150, 180 at 79...
He's in the A group for sure.
He's definitely in the A group.
Maybe top 6 or something.
Yeah, he's probably... He could even... He might look for a medal in the snatch. Possibly. Yeah. In Europe. He could be top 6, something like that.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, it depends what your definition of elite is. If your definition of elite is an A session at any international, I agree. If it's top 10 at Worlds, I say... Not yet, but to be continued.
I think that's an okay hot take.
Yeah, I think that's a
bit of a stretch, but it's...
Yeah. I think a lot of people would say not sure yet.
Yeah.
But I think given some time... It does make you think. Given some time, I think definitely we can see Chris in that kind of spot.
Was that Chris Murray sending that in?
Yeah. No, of course it wasn't. Although we did get 2 about Chris.
He's got fake accounts just sending something about himself.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I'm not going to go straight to that one because I don't want to make this the Chris Murray show. But okay, next one. The Chinese/North Korean weightlifters would get more attention if they showed more personality.
I mean, I think the Chinese get
a huge amount of attention.
Yeah, the Chinese men's team specifically get a lot of attention.
Yeah, yeah.
But they do show quite a lot of personality, I'd say. Or they get given the platform to show it.
Yeah, I agree. Shiziong and Tian Tao are not just great weightlifters, but their personalities have made their sort of personal brands bigger.
Yeah.
Because in recent years, neither of them have done anything that would put them sort of, obviously they're good, but they're not like setting world records or winning worlds.
Lee Farbin has done more than them.
Yeah.
But has a lower profile. Because his hasn't got as big of a personality.
So I guess we'd agree with Ben then that they'd have even more attention if they showed more personality.
I guess you could say that for any weightlifter, though, right?
Yeah, totally. I mean, there's a reason why American weightlifters are some of the most popular.
Yeah,
it's because they have the biggest following, and their Instagram, which is because they show their lives.
Yeah.
Like they
tell
you
English.
Yeah, they speak English. Like how training's going. You know what their lives are like, and that's ultimately what we try and do with all of the media. It's like show people more of the personalities. You have to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that's a correct take, but not at all limited in any way to China and North Korea.
Mm-hmm.
But North Korea would severely benefit.
Oh God, yeah.
If they could do a bit of, I'm not sure North Korea's up for a rebrand.
Get an Instagram account.
Yeah. If North Korea rebranded, then they maybe could. Because I'd say there's, I'm not trying to cause any hot takes right here, but I'd say there's pretty bad branding right now around North Korea as a whole, as a country.
Yeah, they're not doing their best, are they?
No. So I think a little rebrand there, a little bit more personality, we could see that. Okay. Here's one. Weightlifting would do better without the Olympics.
Yeah.
This is definitely, I would agree, this is one of the first really hot takes.
Yeah.
That's hot.
And so I guess they're coming from the point where it's just every competition lifters have, even if you're 3 years out, the qualifying is often in mind.
Interesting. That's not what I'm taking from this. So let's do both of our ideas.
And that skews where people are going in weight classes. Mm-hmm. It then makes non-Olympic categories boring.
Yeah.
I guess last COP we saw some weird competitions where if you're watching it just on the face of it, it didn't make sense. Some of the attempts people were making because they were trying to bump people in the top 10.
Definitely.
Why else would that be an issue?
So the way I read it is because basically the Olympics, the IOC gives the IWF something like, I want to say it's something like $15 to $20 million every 4 years to basically just manage the sport. Mm-hmm. And that provides no incentivization to the sport to then, for the IWF to do anything. Like to try and grow.
Exciting. Okay.
And I feel like what that take might be saying is, if there wasn't that, then the IWF would have to work extremely hard to produce the money, to make it look good, to bring in more sponsors, and then you'd maybe get a competing federation. The free market would then do what it tends to do and try and provide a better product for the consumer. I don't necessarily, it's quite boring, I don't know. I'm fearful of that sort of free market, no Olympic.
Because it could just not go anywhere.
Yeah, because it could fizzle out.
Yeah.
And that's terrifying. You lose China, you lose all these great countries that are funded because it's an Olympic sport. But potentially on the other side of it is something way cooler. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that new 6v6 football/soccer?
The side the one of the side
yeah. And they would have things like every now and then they'd roll a dice and it'd be like
Baller League, right? That's what it's called. Isn't
yeah,
it?
and it'd become like, oh, we've now got a 1-on-1, and everyone else gets off the pitch and you've got a 1-on-1, and then it would be suddenly like there's a free kick from the halfway line or something. Yeah. So you're throwing in these, like, of course that on itself can't become much of a pro sport because it's too random and unfair in that sense. Yeah. But these ideas of how to increase the enjoyment of watching something, there's no way to funnel those into weightlifting while it's sort of choked by the IOC. Yeah. But also, being an Olympic sport is a great thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to have to say I don't yet have a formed take on that. Yeah. But I appreciate the hot take.
Is that a hot take?
I think so.
Rate it out of 10, hotness.
That is, Nando's, if you get hot.
Yeah, so it's lemon and herb, medium,
hot,
hot,
extra hot.
Just go
extra hot. It might do now, which is a bit silly. We'll see if we've got any extra hots. But that's hot. That's hot.
Okay.
I think that's the one where, because
Hot
even if
so far.
I could imagine that even dividing fans of the sport close to 50-50, but they're going to be ravenous. Like they're going to be ready for war against the other side.
I don't think it's that.
It's not like a snatch, clean and jerk.
I'm going to give it a medium.
It's tepid. It's more than tepid.
It's medium, I reckon.
It's lukewarm.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. It's not crazy to say that the male USA team could get 3 medals in LA.
Okay, so most likely 3 to go. Oh, that might even be tough to pick.
I think it's a hot take because I think it is crazy to say that they could. I think they could get 2.
Yeah.
Unless we just don't know who this third is yet. I mean, I know they're probably saying it could be Caden, it could be Ryan, it could be CJ. I'm saying there's a long way for them to go to medal.
As in that they're the third.
Yeah.
So it's Hampton,
and then it's Colby at 2.
Colby.
Hampton's most likely. Colby's next likely.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's even tougher a second medal, isn't it? Well, yeah.
Those
So not
two
guaranteed
could do
for
it.
Yeah.
They definitely could do it.
And then it's Caden or Ryan, and that 79 is just so tough, that class.
Yeah, because at 79, they're going to have to do, to get a bronze, minimum 160, 200.
160, 200, yeah.
Isn't it? At 79.
Yeah, I think so.
It is.
I mean, Caden has clean and jerk 200 in training, hasn't he? Or was it over 200? He did it at the...
Yeah, no, he did 200, yeah. And Ryan snatched 170 off blocks.
Snatched 160 the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still, I think that is a hot take.
I'd say that's a hot take.
I think so he said they said it's...
It's not crazy to say.
Okay.
I think it is.
I think it's a little bit crazy.
It's a little bit crazy.
I'd give that a hot on the Nando's scale.
Yeah. We could sponsor this episode. We get Nando's in as a big budget sponsor. We could just eat Nando's. We had it for our big shoot the other day.
Yeah.
For our photo shoot for the Dynasty collection, we ordered Nando's for the 9 of us.
Yeah.
And Nate from the US was very excited because it's culturally a big deal in the UK, and it's that sort of like cultural thing was spread to the US.
It's like an in and out vibe for the US.
Exactly. Yeah. So he was excited for it.
Was that the first time he'd had it?
Yeah. I had the same as Ed Smale, which was chicken thighs, just high protein.
Yeah.
Rice, spicy rice, and like those minty peas.
Oh yeah, nice.
Lovely. And you?
Fino pitta wrap. No, not wrap, just fino pitta.
Yeah, fino pitta. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it's nice. Bit of chutney in there.
Yeah.
Bit of
I like
chicken.
Yeah, that's
lovely.
Very solid. Okay, here's a fun one. Short torso, long limbs is advantageous for weightlifting. So it's definitely a hot take in the sense that it's widely disagreed.
Are there any lifters that fit that profile?
Yeah, and there are some lifters who do well in the snatch because of it. There's no denying that having a short torso and long arms makes the turnover in the snatch much shorter distance for the bar to go.
Yeah.
And you can just snatch crazy weights. Like the biggest crazy outlier would be like, didn't Red on Minushi do like 188 off blocks?
Yeah.
And his clean and jerk was like 201. Lesman is built like that.
So for the snatches?
For the snatch, yes. For the clean and jerk, it is 100% disadvantageous to have a short torso and long limbs. That is a roasting hot take, because if you could design the best weightlifter, it would not be what that person has just said. Even if you look at like, okay, who feels like a slightly longer limbed lifter? You go, okay, Carlos. He's not walking around looking like the North Koreans, but also that's just because he's European.
Yeah.
And like there are different body proportions, different anthropometry, but within a European nation, like if I'm sat next to, I mean, look at these femurs. If I'm sat next to Carlos, his femur ends about there. Like it's so short compared to mine. His torso is long.
Your legs look ridiculous actually sat on this stool.
I've got some pretty short shorts on, haven't I? Yeah, we don't need to go into that. I've got runner's legs. Always have done. Always will do. Even when I was average at weightlifting. But I'm a good example of that.
Yeah. I mean, even like Lasher, I was going to say Lasher, but he's almost like a normal...
Yeah, normal scale.
Just stretched out.
Yeah. I don't think it's as bad as people make out, and certainly at the intermediate level, you shouldn't let having long limbs at all be a reason why you think you're not going to be very good. Like, it shouldn't get in the way of anything. Lots of people are born without being perfect for their sport. It shouldn't stop you. You can still become an amazingly good weightlifter.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can say that it's advantageous to have long limbs, because you have to jerk the bar further.
Long ways to go.
You're in the clean. If you have really short torso and long legs, your sort of like leverages for standing up out of a squat severely impacted. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily agree.
Could you limit it just to the snatch?
I wouldn't say short torso, long limbs. I'd say average torso, slightly longer arms, short legs is advantageous for the snatch. Okay. Here's one. In fact, we have so many, I don't even know if we can go through all of them.
Were you giving that hot, by the way?
Yeah, because I think it's wrong.
Yeah. Nice.
So that's just like, that's a lava take. The new generation are going to be better than the outgoing one.
Okay. Any context of...
No, I mean, I guess he's talking about, let's take the last 15 years maybe. So 2010 onwards, the next sort of 10 years is going to be better than the last 10. I mean, we've had some pretty good lifters the last 10. You know, in that period, you've had Lou, Shi, Lasher, Lesman, Carlos, Rahmat. That's just on the men's side.
Sarab.
Then you've had Sarab, yeah. You know, Loredana, Quo, Deng Wei, Li Wenwen, Song Kuk Yang, Ri Song Gum. But some of them are still in, I suppose. I don't think it's a hot take. I think it's just a take that most people wouldn't even have much of an opinion over. They just say it's probably just going to be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, like elite lifters always turn up randomly out of the blue who have like a 2%, 3% advantage over everyone. And I would say if you were going to say 2000 to 2015, I don't think we're going to have an average as good as that.
I guess you could argue, like, in...
Also, don't forget your cuppa.
Some countries where the sport's getting more popular now, we might see better lifters in those specific countries coming through.
Yeah. I think the USA...
is going to be better. They'll have more depth.
That was going to be one of my hot takes at the end, was that the USA... I didn't quite flesh it out. I was going to say the USA will end this quad in the top, and then I was going to say, like, 3, 4, 5, 2 teams. I was going to try and do a bit of analysis on it to work it out, and I did write down some numbers, but there's no clear pattern at their World Championships performance over the last 5 years, so I couldn't really do that, but something about them. So yeah, tepid. Okay, here's one.
Tepid as his tea right now.
Yeah, we've left these too long. Doping bans should be one strike and you're out because of lifetime advantage and gearcation, which is a fun little mixture of the word gear and vacation. So athletes going on a gearcation, which I don't know a lot about, but I guess they do.
It's tough, isn't it? We don't really know anything about.
No. And then lifetime advantages. I mean, on the face of it, I would just agree. I don't see any reason to disagree. The only reason to disagree is, I think, if there is a clear case that the athlete was unaware of what they were doing. Yeah. Which does happen sometimes. Obviously, people like to be just really cynical about it and say, no, athletes, that's stupid. But
I mean,
they are, and also
stupid. Yeah.
They are
that's
stupid.
Why they're great athletes.
Yeah, and also everything in their lives is taken care of. You know, speaking with lifters from bygone eras, some athletes were taking things, and they didn't really know.
Yeah, they just knew it was.
Yeah, because you start and you're 16 years old.
Yeah,
and you just got these like older male, like father figure coaches who tell you what to do. But I think times have changed, so maybe it should be a general, like, yes, in general it's going to be one strike and you're out, but there is some kind of, like with Nacy at the moment.
Yeah.
That seems like very much like it is
Yeah.
a fertility thing. So for her, I would say, look into it. Take it to trial.
Look into it.
Yeah, you've got to at least look into it. Take it to trial and then see. But I don't think that should necessarily be a straight up.
Yeah. So maybe it depends on the drug.
Yeah. And the awareness of taking it. Something like that. Like a contaminated supplement, I don't think should be.
Yeah.
And that does still happen. Okay, all right, we're back for Chris again.
He's back.
Chris Murray would have been top 5 in the Olympics in the 73s.
I'm going to say already that he wouldn't have been, but let's pull it up.
I've got it right here. Okay. 5th place was Luis Mosquera, who totaled 340. He snatched 155. He clean and jerked 185. So already the person's wrong.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't have been.
Because he hasn't.
It's just so odd that Chris has come up so much. For what it's worth, we both know Chris, and we really like Chris.
Yeah.
He's a top bloke. I've known him since 2017. I think I did a seminar
with Glenn,
with Glenn Pendlay, and Chris came as like a young kid who did like 120, 140. And now he's doing 150, 180 plus. But no, he wouldn't have been top 5, unfortunately.
No. Where would he have placed on his best day ever? It's his best day. He's going to snatch 150 at 73.
Let's say 150, 180.
Maybe bump 180 up a little bit.
That's a great day, 330.
Yeah.
330 would have been joint 8th.
Is that with people bombing out as well?
Yeah. Shizyong, Julia Miura.
Yeah.
Who would have placed above.
I mean, he
would have beaten Bernardin from France. 145, 175. He could have beaten him.
Yeah.
But also, why are we even talking? I mean, just getting to the Olympics, that's like, that is what most athletes are trying to achieve. Like, can I get top 10, let alone trying to be top 5 at the games? All right.
Extra hot take, that one.
This one's funny. If the jury can't lift it, they can't red light it. That's the take of someone who is either having a laugh or hasn't spent much time thinking about it.
What happens when you get to the supers?
Oh, exactly. I think you have to have multiple and you have to add them up. I mean, I have heard that from a lot of people. Not exactly that, but like, if they weren't an elite weightlifter, they shouldn't. I do disagree with that as a take, that you have to have been a really good weightlifter. I think having been a weightlifter for a period of time is extremely valuable to just having a better feel for particularly the press out rule. I feel like I, for example, could be a very good judge, but I've been to national competitions, but like I have never been to an international, but I bet I would judge it better than a lot of the A-session lifters who don't really take much interest in the sport outside of their own training. Yeah. So I'm going to disagree with the take, which I guess makes it hot.
Yeah.
Especially if we both disagree.
Might be a bit thin on the ground with TOs there.
Yeah. And we will have to get DMAS back.
Yeah.
We just have to call Lasher in.
Yeah.
And he can be the arbiter of everything.
Just covers everything, yeah.
Yeah, just one ref. It's just him.
He does like watching the competitions.
Yeah.
Obviously, mainly when there's a Georgian lifter on. But
how much would you have to pay Lasher to be the sole referee?
20 grand.
For every single lift. Every single lift at a World Championships. He's got to sit there.
It's a long old job, that.
It's 5 to 6 sessions a day.
Yeah.
So we're talking 10 to 12 hours, just him, every lift.
For 2 weeks.
In his current financial situation, which is probably pretty decent, being who he is he doing it? Is he doing it for 20 grand?
No,
I don't think he is. I would.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'd say keep half. I'll still sit there and do it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that would be funny. Okay, this one is very easy. Press out rule is dumb. It is a hot take, though, because so many people just think it's, God's gift to Earth as the invention of the press-out rule.
Keeps the integrity of the sport.
Exactly, keeps the integrity of the sport. Lovely. But no, I think it's a dumb rule. I think it can be amended. I don't think you necessarily have to get rid of it entirely. There are certain press-outs which are more egregious than others. But the classic rebend and extend.
Yeah, that's the one where
the wobble elbows, just don't worry about it. Let it go.
Can I chuck mine in?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Weightlifting house accessories are chosen by world record holders, Olympic champions, and lifters like you. Our belts, knee sleeves, wrist straps, and straps are designed to handle intense training and perform at the absolute highest level. Right now, we're offering 3 for 2 on all accessories at weightliftinghouse.com. Pick up a belt, knee sleeves, or any combination you choose and get one item for free. Chosen by champions like Carlos Cesar, Rahmat Owen Abdullah, and Yenny Alvarez, Weightlifting House is worn by the best. Head to weightliftinghouse.com or click the link in the description to start training like the pros and walk away with a free accessory. That's weightliftinghouse.com.
I think you're going to disagree with this. So
okay, this should be
I hope you do, because then that means it's a hot take.
I'm going to close my eyes.
I don't mind the free lifter cap per nation for the Olympics. Do you want me to explain why, or have you got any questions about that? I
probably agree.
Oh, okay.
In the I don't mind it.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I like it.
I like it.
You like it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I like it.
Okay.
I'd say that I don't mind it. I don't like the capping one athlete per nation, per category, but it does massively add to the drama of the sport. So maybe I do like it.
Yeah.
Secretly.
That is
hot.
The reasons I like it.
I have to move away from you.
It adds adds extra battles throughout the quad.
Yeah.
I also just like multiple countries winning.
Yeah, being at the Olympics.
Like I find it a bit boring if just China or North Korea take everything.
Yes, actually, China and North Korea would win everything.
Yeah.
Except for Carlos, basically.
That's a bit boring to
me.
And
a few others.
Yeah, men's supers, I guess, as well.
Yeah, there's a few. But
like Paris last year on the men's side, it was to China, Carlos, Indonesia, Georgia.
Yeah.
Don't mind that.
And then on the women's, China, Norway, USA.
That's all right.
Yeah. But it will be less, because with North Korea in this time.
Yeah.
It could end up being China, North Korea.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Carlos. Could be. And that would be a bit boring. Yeah. Maybe get an Indonesian in there.
Yeah.
Maybe USA. Olivia could maybe do that. But my chest is made a little bit of apologies, but still digesting my cup of tea.
So yeah, there's my hot take.
I think that's good.
Is it hot enough?
Yes, I think so, because I think people would be really angry.
Some people won't like that.
Yeah. And I have...
Because I do get that I'm
back and forth about it.
Potentially don't see some of the better lifters.
Yeah, I feel very sad for
or actually some of the best
who don't
lifters.
Qualify. I feel bad for a lot of the teams. Yeah, I feel bad for Lee Diane. I feel bad for Matty Rogers. I feel like these athletes who don't quite make it, even though they're clearly in the top 10 in the world. Yeah. But it makes the build-up maybe a bit more exciting for the fans. All right, do you want me to chuck in one of mine then?
Yeah.
I'm going to reword this one to make it spicier. I don't know how to word it in the best way. I'm going to word it something like some of the best lifters don't work as hard as you.
Yeah, that's not. I agree with that. It's not. But I think everyone else will think that's spicy who hasn't been in the training hall.
Yeah, I think there's like the whole thing about, hard work beats genetics when genetics doesn't work hard.
It's not true.
It's not true. I'm
I
really
do
sorry
like
to
it
say
as a saying, though.
It's a great saying because it's motivating. It's very motivating. But I would say at the highest level, genetics are more important than training.
Do you want to pick out any lifters where that shines through the most?
Because
there are lifters that do work harder than your.
Yeah,
Carlos
works harder than your average weightlifter. Toma did.
Yeah, I mean,
Ritvast did. Lasher did.
People will be surprised, but in the training hall for like that we see at the competition, so you're looking like a week before competing.
Yeah.
Team China aren't doing that much.
No, Team China don't train very hard at
competition. We
obviously
don't know what happens before. Yeah.
I think in training generally they probably work extremely hard because
Yeah.
the competition is so high within the Chinese team.
But once they're
once they're there, no. But I'm talking like just general training. And here's my
I'm trying to
reason
think of who else that could fit into that.
I don't want to name any names because I've got people in my head, but they all.
Or teams.
No, I can't. It'll give it away.
Some of Team Armenia.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. We can go to Team Armenia. There's a lot of.
To be fair, and sometimes it's not the whole team.
No.
There is.
Okay, a lot of Team Bulgaria. 100% just train for a few weeks.
Yeah.
This is going to give it away.
Get rolled out.
Team Qatar.
Yeah.
Miso.
Yeah.
But he won't mind me saying that.
He's told you that he trains for like 6 weeks.
He'll train for like 6 weeks for a competition. He'll train hard during the 6 weeks. But like
your average,
how many weeks of the year is he like training really hard
compared
maybe
to your
half.
average?
But your average Joe Schmo down the gym just nearby,
they're training 50 weeks a year.
Yeah. And you'll know it because like at your gym where you go, there is a few guys, a few women who are really good, and you look at them and you think, but I train as hard as them. I don't get it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's the genetics.
I think that'll be a hot take for people, but I totally agree.
I don't think. But here's the one thing I want to say is that shouldn't be discouraging to you, because ultimately, if you're not going to that highest level, you just need to train hard. Go to the gym, lift as much as you can, try your best, become the best weightlifter that you can be. But I think it's also somewhat mentally damaging, certainly was for me, to accept, like, it's so nice to know that the reason you're not lifting as much as these top people isn't because you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
It's not. You just don't have the genetics.
Do you want to pick out some lifters that do work very hard? I'd say K Damar is one where we've seen him train like extremely hard.
K Damar trains very hard. I will say, having spent time with him, Carlos trains extremely hard.
Yeah.
An interesting one is Lasher. His sessions are never that hard.
No.
But because the weight is so heavy,
he
can't do as much, and he's just gassed. But like he's not doing the rapid.
It's extremely focused as well, his training.
Yeah, he's very focused with it.
Some lifters aren't focused at all.
I'd say Toma trained very hard, and I think Mihaela does as well.
Oh, that's a good shout.
I would say all of North Korea.
A lot of Team Romania actually are very locked in as soon as they get into the
there are
gym.
certain countries, Romania and Latvia, I would say, are very hard-working countries. Like Ritvars, the amount of work he's doing. Yeah, you can just tell when you watch him warm up. Do you see Ritvars? He just did 150, 185.
Was it 185? I didn't realise it was that much.
At a training camp. Might have been 155 even. He had 250 eggs. And
Say that again.
He ate 250 eggs during the camp. Eggs.
How long was this camp?
Well, that's what I messaged him. I said, mate, how long was your camp? He said 2 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
But still, it's over 10 eggs a day.
Yeah.
I said to him, that's a lot of eggs.
How are you splitting that up?
I used to eat 8 every day for breakfast.
For breakfast?
Yeah,
I think I'd
do
split
8
that
scrambled. I put 4 in 2 tortilla wraps with salsa and hot sauce.
We were having that in Bahrain, weren't we?
It's good. It's a good little dish.
I'd have that for brekkie and then maybe a little bit of dinner as well, I reckon.
Maybe a pre-training eggs on toast snack.
Yeah.
Or post-training, actually. Straight after like second training and then 2 hours later have dinner. I could do that.
Yeah.
I could easily have 10 eggs a day. You know. Not trying to show off or anything.
Hot take. I mean,
how many was Carlos smashing? Do you remember when he said how many on that podcast?
Oh, yeah.
That became big news. All right, so yeah, I just think genetics play more of a role than people are willing to accept. Oh, I've got a hot take, and then I'll get back to it.
Go on.
And this is, I'm not, a lot of you listening don't think this, but a lot of people who comment do, I'm going to say this. They're not all on drugs.
Yeah.
That whole thing,
But yeah.
you would be shocked. Yeah, I really think it. I think when you... Oh, I don't need to get into it more than that, do I?
When you what? Go on, give it one more line.
Well, you get into the sport and that's what you think, oh, all sport is clean. And then you get into it more and then you go, oh, it's not. And then you go, oh, everyone must be taking drugs. And then you get really, really into it. I'm talking like you've been there for a decade. You know the athletes, you know the coaches, you know the teams. And you go, actually, it's not like that. It's not like that. There might be some people, of course.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Especially when you have such... Like it... You start to realise when you have biases for different countries and then you sort of work back from maybe the countries you think are on drugs and you realise, well, actually, they're only X amount off.
Or they're behind.
Yeah, or they're behind.
Yeah. So it's just not as simple as that. It's not as simple. Okay, what have we got? This one's funny. Carlos wins 6 Olympic gold medals.
So he's won one.
So
he's
he
got
could do
another
it.
20 years.
Yeah,
right.
So 2024. Then
How old is he now? 20?
Yeah, he did it at 20. So 24, 28, 32, 36, 2040. He would be 36 to do it.
36?
Yeah, because if he won his first at the age of 20, then he'll win 2 at 24, 3 by 28, 4 by 32, 5 by 36, my bad, 6 at 40.
Yeah. 40. I mean, that is a hot take.
It's a hot take because it won't happen.
Yeah.
I don't think his body could handle it.
No. I think he's getting pretty... I mean, he does have injuries.
He's picking up little bits here and there, isn't he?
So, yeah.
Can he win 3? Is he talking about 4? 100%. He always talks about it. He wants 4. He wants to be the first to ever do it. 5 and 6.
I don't think he'd want it.
No. He'll have everything by then that he needs in his life.
That's funny.
Okay, here's a nice one. Bring back Josh as co-host. I'm not calling that hot because I agree. Yes. Sack off Nick. Bring him back. Here's 9. Too many online coaches / influencers overvalue mobility and undervalue strength.
Okay, let me ask you this: how much mobility work do we see in training halls at international competitions?
I would say. Sorry, I'm making a note of something. I would say a lot less than you see at a weightlifting gym, and way less than you see at a CrossFit gym. Like your average mobility of a CrossFitter, like an average everyday CrossFitter, is higher than your average weightlifter, which is higher than your average elite weightlifter. Some teams do it.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. There's not many that do it.
Not a lot, though.
And
they
it's
tend to
more
just
of
get
like
the bar and move. They're just warming up.
Yeah. I'd
with
say
a bar.
maybe a bit of a cool down.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
It's never too strenuous, is it? It's
My
like
favourite is the Iranian team, men's team, where they get in a circle. They just like jog on the spot, shake their arms. You see the North Koreans, they'll like... But their sort of warm-up is like interlock your fingers and then roll your wrists around, back and forth. Look to the right, look to the left. Roll your ankles.
They do a bit of running around the...
Yeah, they'll run around the training hall.
What was the take again? Sorry, mobility or...
Yeah, that mobility is overvalued and strength is undervalued by too many online coaches and influencers. I would agree. I don't know if it's hot, but I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Like I've always said this, the biggest difference between you and Liu Xiaojun is not your technique, it's your strength level.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you can't back squat 200 kilos. Like technique-wise, you might only have Some people out there have got 90% of his technique. Some have got 70. Some of you have got 50. Plenty of very good weightlifters have got 90+% of Lou's technique. If you had his strength, you might not snatch 177, but you might snatch 170. But right now, you're not. And it's not because you don't have a snatch. It's because you don't have a strength.
There's many weightlifters at international level who don't have perfect technique.
Plenty of weightlifters move better than Carlos. But they're not as strong as him. So strength is more important. Okay. Here's one. Akbar won't be leading the 110 pack this quad. His performances have tapered a bit.
Yeah.
Who would lead it?
Lou
Hanhua, Ruslan, Simone, Garrick. Those are your 4 options.
Yeah.
Colby. Let's chuck him in there.
Yeah, I think I could.
I sent Colby out. I didn't. I sent a message over for us to send Colby over some lightweight wrist straps.
Cool.
Yeah, he WhatsApped me yesterday and said, "Can you send me some white lightweights for Pan Ams?" Yeah, we'll put him in.
Yeah. I think because that category is going to be so competitive,
he might not win every comp.
I don't think he's going to lead the pack like
way out.
Yeah, I think he may at some points.
I do think he'll be the, on average, front runner of the pack. And I think he's capable of winning a second Olympics.
I think Akbar does tend to reserve. He does reserve performances, especially when he's not being pushed.
Mm-hmm. He can really hold. He can really turn it on in the clean and jerk when he has to.
We saw it in Paris where he actually nearly shocked people and pushed Lou, didn't he?
Yeah, despite cutting all the way down.
Yeah,
he was angry. Like he felt like he should have won it.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that second place, was he?
Silver was not where he needed to be. So that
I think that's a medium take, and I think I disagree a little bit.
I think I disagree, but I think it's a good. It's if he had a good defense for it, I'd take it. This is some of these I don't think are hot, so we can. So weightlifting should have its own Sheffield, and for those who don't know, Sheffield is a powerlifting competition. And what do? Do they just invite the top powerlifters in the world, and there's big money prizes?
I don't know enough about it, to be honest.
I think it's that you invite the best powerlifters in the world, and then there's prize money for percentage over world record that you get. Over world record? Over, I think. Okay. And it might not be sanctioned, so the world records don't count. I don't know. Maybe it is. But, I mean, it would be extremely fun, for sure. Yeah, it might be tough to get a lot of the lifters that are possible, that are actually possible of going over world records. I mean, something I've been thinking about a bit recently is how to grow weightlifting. And obviously we come at it primarily purely through promotion and media, get people to know the athletes. And that's one angle to do it. And it's the only angle that we can do. But also when you look at powerlifting, you become a fan of powerlifting because you do it, because it's accessible to you to do. There are not many, like when a sport gets really big, like UFC, basketball, football, you don't have to do the sport to enjoy it. Yeah. But at a point, it has to just get massive adoption of people actually doing it before it can reach that point. I think just weightlifting is not accessible enough still. It's more accessible than it ever used to be, of course, but I think that's a big part of it. I don't know why I just said that. Oh, I think it's because I was thinking, like, I don't know if a Sheffield-style weightlifting event is like... I think it would be extremely epic for all of us who love the sport currently. But it wouldn't bring extra people in. Yeah, I don't know if it brings extra people. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to fling through and see if there are any kind of really exciting ones. Here's an interesting one. Hampton still isn't as good as CJ Cummings, even though he won a medal. CJ has a higher Sinclair. I disagree with that take. It's not all about Sinclair.
Yeah.
CJ was an amazing weightlifter, still is very good. But at a senior level,
It depends.
I'd like to see what he did.
It depends what you.
Hampton got a senior world record and medaled at the Olympics.
Yeah.
In a very tough category. I mean, so I'd say that's hot.
I know what I'd prefer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd want that bit of bling, wouldn't you?
Oh, God, yeah. You know me. I live for the bling.
Blinged out right now, aren't you?
Yeah. And the person who sent that one in has sent 5. And seeing as that one was spicy, let's go to the next.
Yeah.
Giga Chad would have a better chance at a medal at 94 than 110. He'd have a better chance. He'd have a worse chance at gold.
I don't mind that. I think that's fair.
But he might have a better chance at silver and bronze.
The 94s isn't going to be as competitive.
If you say that, but let's just give it a few years.
Yeah.
Giga Chad at 94 versus a healthy Jason Lopez.
Okay, Demar.
I think Jason's going to beat him.
Nagisa.
Because Jason's going to snatch 185. Liu Hanhua's not going to do that at 94. That's like his best at 102.
And then Jason will clean jerk to
on
18.
A great day, 218. He might be able to beat him.
It's close, isn't it?
It's very close.
I think that's a...
It's a take that could prove to be true.
Yeah.
It's got me thinking.
Yeah, it's a good call.
But if your goal is gold...
He's already won a gold. He's not interested in a silver, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got to go to 110.
Yeah.
He's got more chance of winning there than winning at 94.
Yeah. No, I like that one.
Rizky will beat Rahmat again for the Olympics because Rizky was pretty skinny at 73, unlike Rahmat. That's a good take, and I was thinking about this, that I can see a world where Rahmat continues to be the leader, set the world records, and then the more inconsistent Rizky only needs one performance where he puts them all together.
Yeah. I mean, do we know what the qualification...
No, we don't know what the qualification procedure even is yet. So who knows?
Because it might bias the consistent lifter.
Yeah. Here's one. Carlos did not tear his Achilles in 2023. You won't use this because of the implication. That's actually a wrong take. He definitely did tear his Achilles. I've seen on his personal phone the photo from when it happened that he took of his Achilles, torn through and bleeding. It's horrific. And then obviously the scar, which I suppose I guess he might say, well, the scar could be faked.
Yeah.
You just get a doctor to stitch it up.
That's gross that you saw the picture.
But I've seen it. It's rough. Yeah. So
did you need a minute after you saw it?
No, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You know how you said to me the other day, well, Nick and I are watching the same show at the moment, and you said the bit where she pulls her tooth out is tough to watch.
I thought you said because of Charlotte didn't like the...
Yeah, so she turned away. I'm totally fine watching that.
Yeah.
How about you? You good with that?
I don't mind. I don't love it, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm watching it and thinking this is a bit gross.
Yeah, I'm not a gore person at all. As in, I don't like... I'm not like I'm a fan of gore films.
Yeah.
But if there is some, I have no problem watching it. It doesn't freak me out too much. God, we've got so many more. We've only got a few more minutes that we can do. All right, here we go. Clarence Kennedy would dominate his weight class if testing was applied equally to all competitors. Bear in mind, so when Clarence was doing his best, it was like 2013. He weighed 14 maybe. He weighed 100. He did 190, 220, 225, something like that. Ilya did 191, 242, 192, 246. I would say probably not. I would say not, because Clarence did compete at points, and then obviously he stopped, and he became vocal about his drug use, and he got a bit better. But no, I do not think he would have beaten Sohrab Moradi. if the drug testing was the same.
Yeah.
Because Sarab had to pass drug tests. So, and he still hit bigger numbers.
Yeah.
So if it was all equal, then no, I don't think so at all. Rahmat is the best clean and jerker right now. Thoughts? While you think about it, I'm just going to pull up a Sinclair calculator. I'm just going to work it out.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. You're going to put him, Carlos.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're if you think who is, when they compete, you go, oh, a clean and jerk world record.
Yeah.
They're the only two, I think.
Hampton. But it's better than that, so.
Yeah, his Sinclair wouldn't be as good, I don't think. All right. So I would... Here's the only... Before we look at Sinclair, I would say, a reminder, Carlos has set world records in 3 weight categories.
Yeah.
Rahmat's done 2. But that doesn't mean a huge amount. Okay, so Rahmat at 73, clean and jerk 205. He had a Sinclair of 276.34. Remember that for me.
276.34.
76.34. Carlos weighing, and he weighed like 72.9, I think. So we'll just call him that. Carlos weighing 93.35.
Yeah.
Did 229. Also, bear this in mind, there's no denying that Carlos has looked easier.
Yeah.
But I think Rahmat won't win it. So Carlos comes out with 270.63.
There you go.
Let's just check the weight class below. At 89, Carlos did 224, which is 270 also. Yeah, Rahmat has a higher Sinclair in the clean and jerk.
So we agree.
He'd be so angry about that if he heard that.
We didn't like that Rizky was the highest Sinclair throughout the quad, did he?
No, he didn't at all. Let's just check Hampton. At 61, he did 176. That's a 267 Sinclair. That's very high.
Yeah.
Blimey.
That's
really big. All right, hold up. 109. Ruslan did 242. 268. But are any of these people snatching world records as well? Only Carlos. In 2 categories. So, Rahmat by Sinclair is better in the clean and jerk. Do we have time for one more? I know that we probably shouldn't.
Do a little quick fire. We'll say
Okay.
yeah or nay.
Or we'll just say hot take or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Canada has many great lifters that are overshadowed because we aren't the USA. Disagree, because there are many great lifters in other countries that are also not the USA who are popular. So not being like...
Yeah.
And the ones who are extremely good in Canada are not overshadowed, I wouldn't say. Mo Charon is extremely...
Maybe she's underrated, to be fair.
Yeah, you're right. She's underrated. But by people in the know, she's not. I would never underrate her. But if that's the case, then you can say that about like athletes in Turkmenistan are great and they're overshadowed because they aren't the USA.
Yeah.
So
Hot.
That's hot. Masters weightlifting deserves more respect. Disagree. Not because we need to disrespect Masters weightlifting, but Masters weightlifting just is way more fun.
Yeah.
Like at these competitions, it's just more fun. People are out there having a good time.
It's not like other sports, Masters.
Yeah, I don't think it needs like outrageous levels of like...
Production
obviously, you respect the athletes and you respect the effort and everything, but it's just...
Like Masters athletics, it's not...
It's just not the sport. No.
Yeah.
It's just not... Like, we're not here to watch Masters lifting. We're here to watch the senior category. Okay, so you know the guy who sent in all the ones? He sent in another one, which is also hot. Play devil's advocate. Hampton is the better lifter than Olivia Reeves since he broke a senior record. He's not a world champion. He's not an Olympic champion.
No, yeah.
Olivia's both.
Disagree.
Also, arguably the 71 kilo category had a little bit more competition, yeah. there were more people pushing the world records.
She scared China off from the Olympics. Hampton didn't.
That's a good point. Not calling out Hampton, he's unreal.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I mean, you can definitely say. You could maybe say that Hampton's got a tougher class. It's possible that you could say that. I don't necessarily think I would agree. But you can go down that road. But I think because Olivia's got the snatch and the clean and jerk, and they're both right around world record.
Yeah.
Hampton's amazing for having the world record, but I don't know if I would quite agree with that. But we'll see.
He had some good takes, whoever was sending those in, to be fair.
Yeah.
I know we disagreed with most of them, but
that's the point.
That's the point.
Italian weightlifting team being overrated.
Yeah, I think that's been the whole quad, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's not even too contentious, actually.
Not anymore. One more?
Winning money at competitions would help grow the sport. The funny thing is, I don't know if it would.
No, I'm not sure.
It would be fun. I'd love it.
More people aren't going to come and watch. Like the Saudi
Games. Those athletes win like 250,000.
I don't think that many people are going to watch.
No one's watching it. No. I would love there to be more prize money for the winners, but I don't think it would necessarily grow the sport. I think the way to do it would be if there was a new federation and there was prize money.
Yeah.
That would help inject some excitement into the sport. But it'd be good to have, but I don't think it would grow the sport necessarily. All right, some fun hot takes.
Any final takes from yourself?
Yeah, go on. If your back is rounding when you're standing up a clean, it's not because you have a weak back, you have weak legs. That's my final hot take.
Okay.
And I'll leave it there because we're
go.
running out of time. All right. If you've been angered in this episode, make sure you smash that like button. No. We appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you tell everybody, tell your friends, tell your fellow athletes, your teammates about the Weightlifting House podcast. Let's grow this. Let's reach some more people. We appreciate you all tuning in. We'll catch you all on another episode of the Weightlifting House podcast.